YouTube channel. If you're new, hello, my name is Danny T Speaks, and I am your favorite book, movie, and now music reviewer. That's me, that's your girl. And if you are returning, thank you so much for chiming in. It's good to see you. I've missed you. Welcome back. Now, this week's review, now I'm gonna get on a schedule where I do these, post them on certain days. But Wendy Williams came out on Saturday, so I had to watch it so I could review it. And Sister Man, she is a whole case. So back up. I never liked her, and this has nothing to do with the review either. I did not like her when she first started. I thought she was very messy. I thought she was, and then her look your look makes people attract to you to hear you, and her look was totally like, I didn't care for her at all. So I will watch her every now and then, hear the latest gossip or whatever. And then I would hear things that she did to people and would put their business out when they didn't want their business out, stuff like that. So I really just didn't feel Wendy. But as I watched her movie that showed on Lifetime this past Saturday, I was like, okay, I kind of understand her a little bit more. But she's still Sister Man to me, okay? She's still Sister Man. My hand itching, I'm sorry. So, let's review this movie. Let's read this movie. Let me read Wendy. So, the beginning of the movie, when she talked about her parents and how, to me, in my opinion, they mentally jacked her up because they made her so self-conscious. That's where the big tits come from, okay? So they started this pattern in her thinking, whatever, to where that's where her fight to be perfect came from, or her fight to have her place in society, because I feel like her parents were so freaking rude, like, and that's a part of the movie that she ain't talked about. Like, you want to explain all this other stuff. Tell me how you feel about your parents bullying you and making and mentally abusing you as a child to make you feel like you weren't perfect, or that you need to lose weight. All this pressure to eat tuna and what with tuna and peas, whatever she had to eat. That was just too much for me. Like, that's abuse for real. You can get hotline. Okay, I used to be a teacher. I hotline. So that's just like that portion of it. And so then on the flip side of things, I never knew Wendy did crack, cocaine, smoked it, licked it, whatever you do to it, until Judge Mathis put her on blast. You smoke crack, don't you? That, I have always, Judge Mathis is crazy, but I didn't know that was true about her until she passed out, and all the other rumors about her came out. And I was like, oh, I didn't know she really smoked crack. But in the movie, to see her smoking this, sniffing, lick, whatever they do with it, before she was really even famous, I'm like, that comes from that insecurity or whatever from her parents. I don't care. That's a attachment to abuse, period. And so, like, seeing that, the rape, people say that's a lie. Method Man wife, she a lie. What she say? I got it pulled up to her. Method Man wife called Wendy Williams a circus freak over hookup claim. Now, I ain't saying Method Man smashed, but I don't put nothing past none of these men, okay? Get a little Mad Dog 2020 in their system, and they bound to do anything. So anyway, back to this read. So Wendy, I don't know if this is the truth. I don't know. This is her story from her point of view. Nobody has to tell her story for her. People, she probably lying. She probably is, but I doubt it. And if she is lying, like, people will come out and tell their truth. Now, the guy who raped her, I read that he died some years ago. So we'll never know if that's the truth. That's his side versus hers, and he ain't even here to tell us. So we don't have to believe what she put out there in the movie, but we know that this guy raped her, in the hotel room. But then let's get to this tacky husband, Kevin. So in the movie, I didn't know he was as trifling for so long. So the first instance of him cheating was right after you had the baby. So he probably was cheating on her the entire time. Okay, not even the beginning. He cheated on her the entire relationship. I don't put nothing past the dude, period. I just don't. Dude is, he's trash. And then to have the audacity to have the chick living 9 miles away from you. Wendy better than me, because I would have did more than put some spray paint on the door. Man, I would have at least left out Lopez him. Do you understand? We burning up everything. And it's like, what was she thinking? Like, she had everything in her hand. You didn't really need this man at all. What insecurity made you latch on to him? Maybe it's because back to her growing up, her parents making her feel like she's inadequate. She got to lose weight. So this guy who was attracted to her, you know, he hot, blah, 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 you know. So she attached to him, and their hustle was the same. Like, I respect Wendy Williams' hustle. I would have sat in a radio station too if that's what I really want. I feel like going to sit in Oprah studio right now and tell her to look at my script, but I ain't gonna do that right now because I got kids. I gotta stay home, and then it's COVID. So anyway, so back to trifling Kevin, and then to hear, I didn't know that he was with the girl for 10 years, and then he had the nerve, this manipulator had the nerve, when she caught him after she spray painted the house, he come in the house trying to hug. Ninja, this, you better be glad I don't take this wine bottle to your head. What did you walking up trying to hug me for? I'm like, did he really do this? Because in my mind, you have some nerve. Dude, this is narcissist. You have black nerve to walk in here as if you aren't doing no dirt, then try to hug me. Ooh, she could have Angela Bassett him, just set all his stuff on fire, because he got it because of you. I would have set his car on fire, his clothes, her clothes, because she was in the house. Man, I would have took it. You got money to get you out of jail. What you do it for? Because he pissed me off. Hey, take one for the team. I'm my own team. I'm gonna take one for my team. I'm gonna burn this man's house down. That Kevin was trifling. And then if y'all watched the aftermath of the whatever they called it, after the movie went off, then it was her, Wendy Williams, sitting there, and she was really going through the movies, and like, she's still crying behind this ninja. I'm like, Wendy, get your bearings together. You 56. Stop crying over this man. I think she more cries because she realizes how stupid she was and how vulnerable she was when she shouldn't have been. Like, I'm a boss. I got all this really on my own, and I didn't really need you, but I allowed you to stay in my space. You manipulated me for so long, and now I think that's where more of her tears come from, more than the hurt. Because, like, you can't be crying because he cheated. Come on now. Come on, he been cheating for 20 years. I know you ain't still crying because he cheating. You crying because you stayed and you tolerated it. I think that's where her tears came from. And then, you know, Wendy kind of rude. You know, she was explaining why she had the little things on her leg. Y'all can go look it up. No, we don't have to look it up. We don't even care why you have these thermal things on your leg. Why you being rude? Why you sitting here crying to us? Girl, boo, I don't care. Anyways, that was my little moment, but. And then, you know, she talked about how her husband fired her dude, her security guard. She just gave this man so much power, and she trusted him. You know, she was naive to the process. Now, I don't want to say naive. Maybe she was a little naive to what he was doing, and then thinking, because I'm married, I gotta stay. You know, it's all kind of thoughts of why people stay. And now I don't never say people wrong for staying with anybody, because you don't know their circumstance. You don't know how they love, all this other stuff. But from the outside looking in, I would have hit that ninja with my car and kept on going. Okay, stand in front, buddy. Jump off the bridge with no water underneath. Like, whatever it is, I'm gonna call you out. Yeah, you trash. Kevin's trash. And the girl who, his baby mama, whatever, she trash too, because you done set up house. And this man going home around the corner and you staying in the house. Whew, dear God. Anyway, so I do say, I give this movie a 2. let me see. The girl who played her, she did a really, 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 really good job. Sierra Payton. She looked like Wendy. And she's beautiful. Come on here. She did a great job. And then, who was Kevin? His name is Morocco Omari. He was handsome. So Lifetime did good on this movie. I'll give them kudos. I did Salt and Pepper review, but then I just didn't post it. My energy was off. So, but like Salt and Pepper's movie, I don't know if, sometimes Lifetime have they hit and miss moments with biopics. Sometimes they be on, sometimes they be off. They were on for Wendy Williams, and I think because Wendy had some of the control of the writing, she had some of the control of who, what was going on, what was being said, the story being told. So that kind of made it good. And like I said, even if she lying, it was still a good movie. The actors and actresses looked like the part, so that made it even better. But like, Wendy, honey, how you doing? She just drives me nuts. Like, girl, you are a lot to handle. Too hot to handle and too cold to hold. How you doing? But anyway, so thank you. This ends my review. If you haven't seen it, go see it, or just chime on to Lifetime. If you don't have cable, Philo, $20 a month, do 7 days, watch it. If you don't like it, turn it off. But I watched it on Philo. It was a really good movie. I started to like Wendy a little. I just started like it just a little bit. I like her hustle more than anything. The girl got a hustle out of this world, and she paved her own way. I like that about Wendy. But other than that, I thank you guys for tuning in, chiming in. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the Wendy Williams movie. I would love to hear your thoughts on the Wendy Williams movie. And have a good night. Peace. Bye.